feeling the real test begins when the script ends. When the cameras are rolling but the script is missing, can a host charisma still steal a show? That's the exact moment where preparation meets instinct. Welcome back, Growlers, to another episode of Tiger Search, where today we put the spotlight on the voice, face, and the host themselves. I am Ali, your always ready feisty growler from the UST Tiger Shoot. For another adventure here on Tiger Search, we're putting hosting skills to the test in ways every host secretly fears, but every great host must survive. From improvising with everyday objects to surviving a teleprompter with a few unexpected twists, we're about to see how our guest host handles that spotlight when things don't go exactly as planned. The stage is lit and the challenge is about to begin. Welcome to Tiger Search Episode 3, On Air and Beyond. Our energy here is already hitting the sky, but it's about to get even higher as we meet the voice behind the mic today. We're joined by a talented host who's ready to show us how it's done.
Hello!
Hi,
Ali!
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
Yes. Ayan, Kuya Milford, take it away. Share a glimpse of your hosting voice, drop your signature moniker and unforgettable one-liner that everyone will instantly know that it's you on the mic.
This is a line that I always say during my hosting events, so I'm gonna say it now to you guys. Hey, hi, and hello, UST. I am 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, also here from USTA Communications Senior, and also I do events hosting. And I'm also known as your savvy go-getter, 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Santi from Tiger Media Network, and I also do content creation, and so happy to be here with you guys.
Yes, Lavan. Talk about presence. Now that our growlers know who you are, why don't we do a quick vibe check and dig deep about the events you are looking forward to. Kanina po we were chatting that it's already your 4th year, and from your experience, I know na marami na po kayong napagdaanan in terms of hosting. So from there, ano po yung masasabi niyong general style or preference when it comes to hosting?
Actually, yung pinaka-hosting style ko before, parang more on formal side eh. Parang hindi talaga ako, seryoso talaga ako, talagang kung saan ako tumingin, tindig, ganun pa lang, di ba? Pero ngayon, here in UST, I had to loosen up and also be creative with my style. So more on talagang the Thomasian humor eh. Pag nakalitin mo talaga yung, nakuha mo yung kalitin ng mga Thomasians when it comes to your punchlines, when it comes to your mga spills, di ba? Makukuha at makukuha mo talaga sila. So more on the creative and sponty yet fun-filled style ako.
It's really about the connection with the community
That's
kapag
right.
tumitindig ka sa harap nila. I'm loving the vibes today. Looks like our guest, Kuya Milford here, is more than ready to conquer our first quick game called Ano Host? You will have 2 rounds where we'll read a specific event prompt. Here, we're going to throw out some major events just to see your host's perspective on these. We'll count 1, 2, 3, and you shout, Ano, Tara, if you're dying to host that event. And shout, Ano, Dina, if it's a hard pass. Okay, so for round 1, it's all about home court. The event is UST Paskuhan. Think about the heat, the loud blasting of music, and the captivating artists that perform on our Paskuhan stage. Are you ready to host, and are you willing to host that event? Ano, Tara, or Ano, Tina, in 3, 2, 1, go!
Ano, tara? Yes!
Siyempre, talagang G tayo kapag Paskuhan. Paskuhan na yan, it's really a center stage na university-wide. Ngayon naman po, for the next event, are you willing to look back and host our yearly orientation for our incoming freshies? In 3, 2, 1, go!
Ano, tara?
Siyempre,
again.
Laban.
2 for 2.
Yes, we welcome the freshies.
Yes.
And for round 3, let's scale it up from España to Bulacan. Would you like to host a sold-out concert at the Philippines Arena? Ano, Tara, or Ano, Dina? In 3, 2, 1, go!
Siyempre, ano? Tara,
Yes,
diba?
G talaga, kahit saan, go!
Bulacan na yun eh. Hometown ko ang Bulacan. Oo,
Perfect.
sakto-sakto.
And there you have it. Stick around because we're about to keep the ball rolling. What happens when the spotlight shines, but the script is nowhere to be found? Welcome to the first challenge, Claws and Applause, where your preparation is limited, but the creativity is unlimited. For our first activity, the guest must transform the most ordinary object into show-stopping stars. Inside of a bag is a collection of everyday student life essentials, from ball pens to yellow pads and more. Our guests will pick blindly from the bag, and whatever they draw becomes their spotlight moment. Our guests will have 10 seconds to mentally prepare themselves for a creative introduction and 30 seconds to present the object to the audience as if it is the highlight of that major event. But here's the twist. You just can't describe the object you get. You have to use your personality, humor, just like a real host introducing a star on stage. Our guests will have to perform for 2 rounds, 2 chances to impress, and twice the pressure. Now, it's time to find out who can turn the unexpected into pure entertainment. Ready your creative mind and let the claws and applause begin. Okay, so for our game proper
Naku,
phone,
ito na.
let's have our first round. Kaya mo yan, kuya. Okay.
Baka may aso dito.
Wala.
Okay, ito lang. Okay. Wala.
Ayan.
Okay. Ayun.
Notebook. Okay. You have 10 seconds to prepare for a prompt regarding a notebook. That's our main star for this event. And the timer's up. Kuya Milford, show us what you got.
Okay. The Mashins, do you want your studies to pop with color, style, or endless writing? Here is a Neo-Pop spiral notebook that will definitely not make you spiral, but elevate your study habits. Hindi lang isa, dalawa, tatlo. Meron siyang 80 pages with soft moves. Kaya, saan ka pa? Dito ka na sa Neo-Pop spiral notebook. Oh, pumitik pa ako.
Hindi naman so pitik. Galing. I like it,
Paano
I
ka
like it.
pumitik? Paano?
Wag na! Wait, okay, round 1, nairaos. Now we have round 2. Okay, ano naman kaya ang mabubunot ni Kuya Milford?
Grabe guys ha, baka mamaya.
Kaya mo yan.
Main building na lang kasi.
Hindi.
Ay, perfect.
Ay, perfect.
Perfect for
Pa
this
naman is
weather.
summer, no? Okay, you have 10 seconds again to prepare. That is 10 seconds on the clock. Kuya Milford, who's the next star?
Okay, so, ikaw ba? Natanong ka na ba kung anong favorite level or sugar level mo sa milk tea? Or ano yung pinaka mahabang streak sa TikTok? Pero paano kapag sinabi ko sa'yo na meron akong bagay dito na magle-level up ng lifestyle mo in this hot, blazing summer heat? Asan na? Portable fan, keeping you cool at all levels.
Grabe. Level up. Ay, biglang
Aktingan.
nakuha. Ang
Di ba?
galing.
Magic.
Napakita
Ganun.
ang creativity.
Very magic. Oh, magic din eh, di ba?
Tama.
Oo.
Galing. Naipasok ang background.
Yes, I love that.
Nairaos at nailaban ni Kuya Milford ang claws and applause. And that is just not the end of our game today. Kaya naman, there's more.
Grabe na speechless ka ba?
Speeches on
O, ikaw naman yun.
Anyway, once again, that is claws and applause. Impressive showcase on our first game. But we'll see just how impressive if you can keep up with our next activity called Tele Tigers. In Tele Tigers, our guest host will go head-to-head with me, such an honor, your host in a teleprompter challenge. The goal is to deliver a script just like a host. Clear diction, strong confidence, and zero filler words. We must keep our composure in front of the camera and maintain an engaging delivery from start to finish. Both of us will only get 60 seconds on the clock to finish the teleprompter. But of course, this isn't Tiger Search without a twist. For about 30 seconds, the teleprompter will contain several blanks where your critical thinking will be put to the test. That means we will have to improvise and fill in the missing lines while keeping our delivery natural and convincing. The teleprompter is set and the cameras are rolling and the pressure is still kicking in. But before we begin, we need to determine who goes first. And what's the best way to decide than the classic Filipino showdown, bato, bato, pick.
Okay. Tara.
Okay. Laban.
Bato, bato, pick.
Go!
Ikaw ang first,
Okay.
Ali.
So, with that, I'll be the one who goes first, and after me will be Kuya Milford. Get ready because it's time to see who can truly shine and think on their feet in Teletiger. Heading on straight from a tiring first time, welcome to this year's 𝗧𝗚𝗚𝗏 Concert 2026. I am your host, Ali, all the way from the UST Senior High School. Themasians, are you ready once again to experience the magical night we've all been waiting for? Sit back and relax as we officially welcome the Christmas season that brings the whole Themasian community all together. 𝗧𝗚𝗏 is really what I'm looking forward to ever since natapos yung SEM. You know, I've been looking forward to this magical event. If I could describe the crowd tonight in one word, it would be exciting and enthusiastic because there's so many people around here gathered sa grandstand, gathered sa field with their friends, with their loved ones. You know, my favorite part about 𝗧𝗚𝗏 is when we all unite together and, you know, just bond with our friends, our classmates. So let's get ready to have our night today and, of course, and make this night very meaningful.
UST! It's that time of the year where hearts bloom and roses glow like no other. Welcome to our Valentine's Day Spectacular here at the University of Santo Tomas. I am your host, Milford Supnet, saying hey, hi, and hello to you, and get ready to be guided through an evening of love, laughter, and music that will sweep you off your feet. Get cozy, relax, and make sure you're with your loved ones as we welcome different performers that will make our night truly special. You know what, Themasians, Valentine's remind me of all of you Themasians. Syempre, we all have these kinds of culture. The hug culture, di ba? Meron tayong pagmamahal sa kapwa nating mga Tomasina, our friends, blockmates, right? So whether I'm with my friend, sabi ko nga, di ba? Or our loved one, I will not forget to celebrate Valentine's Day because love is truly in the air. And of course, special events in UST like this are meant for us to have a breather and just feel all the love that we deserve. Grabe guys, deserve natin ang pagmamahal galing kanino at galing sino sa mga communities natin. So tonight, let us all feel the love, the hope, love, joy, hope, kung yun ba ang gusto nyo, di ba? Feel the energy and let our hearts guide us to this momentous event with all of the performers, booths, and a night you will truly remember.
Grabe, para kaming nabalik sa auditions. Kuya, how was it?
It was a roller coaster ride, to be honest. Talagang feel ko yung surge sa Tiger Search for today's video, di ba?
The pressure. And like,
Talagang bumalik ako sa mga times na nag-audition ako. I'm doing these types of TikTok duets. Kasi syempre sa teleprompter,
Yes,
di ba?
yes,
And also, just have fun while doing it. Yun talaga yun.
Ikaw
Ikaw ba?
Ako? Grabe, para talaga ako nabalik sa auditions. Naalala ko yung trauma. Hindi naman, pero it's really actually fun naman po talaga to do it again and to actually, you know, get a hang of it na ngayon that I've already done hosting and I can see the difference that I've already have. And, you know, grabe ko yung galing mo. You know, masabi ko.
You did great. We all did great in this room right now.
As long as we try, as long as
Yes.
we pursue the passion.
We succeed.
Yes.
Quotable quotes.
Bars.
Yes.
From turning everyday objects into center stage stars to surviving a teleprompter challenge that challenged their critical thinking skills because of the missing parts of the script, our guest hosts definitely prove they can think on their feet. But beyond the laughter, the quick comebacks, and the hosting challenges, there's something deeper behind every passionate host. Because the truth is, hosting isn't always perfect. Sometimes the script ends, a line is missed, or a technical glitch shows up right when the spotlight hits. Yet somehow, the best hosts always find a way to keep the energy alive, the crowd engaged, and the moment meaningful. And that's exactly what this next segment is all about. It's time for our guests to step away from the challenges and share hidden stories behind their voice, confidence, and the 𝗕𝗏 spirit that drives them on stage. This is the Tiger's Echo. For our first question, what really goes through a host's mind when the audience is still watching, but you've already finished reading your lines on the script? You may tell your real-life experience or perspective on this.
Yeah, actually, syempre yung mga audiences ng mga events talaga, it is very diverse. You will have audiences na 𝗕𝗏ians, you will have audiences na talagang very kiddos, they have their own tastes when it comes to what they want to hear and what they want to enjoy. And also, there are yung mga grown-ups na, syempre,
Yes.
di ba? So, talagang there are a lot of audiences out there that you will encounter as a host. Pero ang pinaka-importante mo talagang gawin is to do your research and prepare. Kasi what if bumitaw ka ng 6-7 jokes sa mga, di ba? Parang hindi naman fit sa audience
Yes.
na yun, di ba? Or magbigay ka ng isang classic song na baka hindi swak dun sa panlasa ng mga Gen Zs, di ba? So you have to really find the balance in both. I remember there was a time na I was hosting this Paskuhan festivity before. It was called Paskuhan Pop-Up Village concert. And at that time, the performers are still preparing, di ba? May mga set pa na kailangan gawin and all that. And then, do you know this action? Pag sinabi nilang, host. So pag ganito, stretch.
Okay,
So you need to stretch, you need to like say spill, say extend or whatever. So that was Christmas at that time and I had a whole 20 or basically 10 pala, 10 to 15 minute stretch. So wala yun sa script lahat. So like we were saying, anong plans mo after Christmas? Uy, ikaw ba? Sino yung pinaka-wait mo dito?
Yes.
Kayo ba guys? Sino dito? Sino gusto maglaro? Di ba parang umabot na nga kami sa anong plano namin after New Year. Di ba? So talagang may mga times na even if your script ends, even if your script stops, dapat mindset mo as host, it doesn't stop there. You have to keep your audiences intact with you. Kasi if you lost them in the middle, maybe it has the possibility that you have lost them in the other parts of the program. So ikaw dapat as a host, you know how to sail through and just go with it, di ba?
Tama, it's really, your answer po is really insightful because as a host, you really need to put the effort to actually research not only on the theme itself, but again, yun nga po, audience. Para in any emergency or anything, you still have to say you can say something and still engage with the audience. Now for our next question, what lessons shaped or inspired you to become the host you are today?
So, ever since, guys, kahit man ang daming ko nang napagdaan ng experiences, like events, and all other stuff that relates to public speaking, which I truly, truly, truly love, ang masasabi ko lang, guys, is sometimes it's not always parang pasado ka, parang successful, di ba? Kahit sabihin mong G ka sa lahat ng mga auditions, there will always be like rejections along the way. But always remember that these rejections will redirect you into bigger stages and bigger platforms that you will have to see in the future. Maybe hindi pa para sa yung event na to, maybe hindi pa siya, it's still preparing you for the best that's yet to come. And ngayon na as a host ako and I've, yun nga, marami na rin ako napagdaanan, I keep 3 things close to my heart. That is have fun, do it scared, and also just be yourself at all times. Kasi if you have fun, you would also realize na, okay, kahit natatakot ako, ginagawa ko pa rin siya. And always be yourself kasi makikita yun ng mga audiences mo. If you're funny and loud, go for it. If you are medyo nonchalant or just a host that's very chill, laid back, just go for it. Basta you can find the right balance between you and your audience. And I Thank you.
Yes. Grabe.
Pageant answer pala.
Is redirection.
IG bio ko na yun, mamaya.
Palitan. I really resonate with your answer po because from the 3 things that you said, yun po talaga yung umuulit sa utak ko whenever I need inspiration.
Yes.
It's really about showing up for
Yes,
something that
that's
you really
right.
want to do and you want to pursue. Okay. And for the last question, how did you learn to trust your own voice when the unexpected happens, especially in front of many people?
Siguro talaga, nagsimula yung trust ko sa voice ko when you're also recognizing your growth. Kasi may times na, kunwari, you had a mishap in your spiel. Hindi naman malabo yung mangyari. Kasi even up until now, I fumble words. May time na talagang nagkakaroon ako ng filler words and I say a lot of stuff na baka out of script and hindi siya talaga swak dun sa event. But I always remember to always see your growth through everything. Kasi parang pag ganun, vina-validate mo yung sarili mo. You make yourself seen in such way na dapat mauna yun sa sarili mo before makita rin yun ng iba. Or minsan nga, yung mga friends or mga audiences mo pa yung unang makakakita sa'yo ng growth mo. And you have to really just take it all in. Kasi yun yung talagang magbe-build ng trust sa'yo when it comes to hosting. And always remember na talagang pag mga ganito pagkakataon, always don't be so hard on yourself. And lagi mong tatandaan na maraming tao ang sumusuporta sa talent mo. And tissue nga, wait. Hindi talaga. Pero yeah, I really do believe that trust begins with yourself.
Yes.
And then others will elicit the same when they see that.
Truly. It's really impactful in a sense na kailangan mo talagang i-support yung sarili mo because you just have to show up and you have to put yourself out there so you can be the voice for the other people as well. And that is a wrap. From unscripted chaos to learning what goes on in the head and heart of a host on stage, we've seen what it truly means to keep the light on when the script reaches for its final line. Before we officially end this episode, I would truly like to thank our guest, Kuya 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, for joining us today and for helping keep the spotlight alive through your energy, authenticity, and love for the craft of hosting. To every aspiring host out there, on the stage, connect with your audience with an open heart and never fear to create your own voice. Once again, I am Ali, your always ready feisty growler from the UST Tiger Shirt. Thank you for tuning in for today's episode of Tiger Search on air and beyond. See you on the next one, growlers!
Bye!
Bye.
Derich, this is That's a Wrap in 3, 2, 1.
That's a wrap for
Tiger Search Episode 3!